It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, a spring training matchup between the New York Yankees and their bitter rivals, the Boston Red Sox. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
John Lester gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vasquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young Pudge Rodriguez in his prime. The bat's coming, but the way he massages this pitching staff, it should be your focus.
At the plate, Robinson Cano. He will lead this one off today.
Baseman, Robinson Cano.
Here comes the first pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 106.
A ball and a strike. We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now, 79 degrees at first pitch. The 1-1 home. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Super play right there from the shortstop. Talk about showing off those hops. This was destined to be a base hit into the outfield.
Stepping in now, Jose Pirela. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope.
Fastball just missed above the zone. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Roll, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on an inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Standing in now, Lou Gehrig. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Aaron Judge.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken. The throw. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Drilled down the line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
In the dirt here. Here's the 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. One and two. Here it is. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. The Yanks leave one. Yankees nothing. Red Sox coming to bat. It's baseball on MLB Network. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
Luis Severino will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Luis Severino's really turned himself into an all-around pitcher. Came out of the bullpen early in his career for the Yankees. Big fastball, 96 to 100 miles an hour. Hard slider. His changeup has gotten better. And one of the things he does better than anybody in the league right now, maintains his velocity. He'll be 96, 97 in the first, 96, 97 in the seventh or eighth. Power arm, one of the best all-around arms in the game.
Now at the plate, Hanley Ramirez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading
first.
off for the Red Sox, the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez.
First offering on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number one.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
I know he wants that pitch back. He put good wood on that ball. But let's give credit to the pitcher right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Got him a little bit out in front.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box now, Ted Williams. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. Two out, nobody on. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. The 2-1 home. Turned on down the line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Standing in, Jorge Posada, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Posada.
First offering on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
And Posada can't make contact with that. He's behind 2 strikes.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
1-2. Here it comes. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Here's another 1-2. Popped him up. Ramirez has a play. 1 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop out. Well executed pitch there.
In now, Jay Buhner. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. The 1-0. Lined into right, a base hit. That was pretty obvious in live action that ball was hit hard, and after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo. An impressive swing of the bat. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
3-0 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Here it is. The 3-0 is taken, strike one.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul. Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Don Mattingly will bat next as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Mattingly, a native of Indiana, the Hoosier State. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues without question.
And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Batting ninth.
Into the box,
center
Mike
fielder,
Tauchman.
Mike.
As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Two out, nobody on. Two balls and a strike. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Now the payoff pitch home. This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So he wins the full count battle and finds a way to extend the inning.
The batter.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and
Cano.
hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Digging in now for the Yankees, Robinson Cano. He hit the ball hard but lined out to start the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is on the outside corner for strike one. Tauchman, the runner at first with two gone. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
The 1-2. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 2-0 New York. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. Previous history with Luis Severino. 2 hits in 7 tries. Here's the first pitch to him. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And, hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike one, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Severino, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Three balls and 2 strikes to the DH for the Red Sox.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
He's set. Here it comes. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. A ball and a strike. Pedroia, affectionately nicknamed Laser Show. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Tauchman moves over. 1 down.
Batting 6th, the first baseman, Rick Russ.
Settling in now, Rick Russ, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Now the 0-1. Outside for a ball. 1-1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Count is 1-2 now. Runner at first here, one man out. One two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. The 2-2. Count remains 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're two down.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in now, number 5. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe. And unfortunately, he let that one go. And he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Red Sox leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. Standing in, Jose Perella.
One of the keys to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the at-bat. Looked like the sinker there, dipped a little below the knees. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Backhanded. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Number 4.
Next will be the designated hitter, Lou Gehrig. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch on its way. Line drive to left. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Standing in now, Aaron Judge. Fouled away. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Strike called. Now the throw down. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Now a drive by Judge. Deep left field. And this one is gone. A home run. All rise, Aaron Judge. A two-run shot. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
Into the box now, Jorge Posada. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike. And oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. The next 3-2. Clips the inside corner for strike 3.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Into the box now, Jay Buhner. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First delivery to him on the way. In there, strike 1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Count is even, 2-2 to Buhner.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now a 4-0 New York lead. Now batting, Christian Vasquez. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's gone 2 for 8.
The catcher, Christian.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. A bouncer to the left side, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Throwing to second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
In now, Hanley Ramirez, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Two and 1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Reddick, the runner at second with one away. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Wade Boggs waits on deck. This is line to left, and this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. The throw into second.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Stepping in now, Wade Boggs, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. The 1-0 delivery. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Runners on his way to third. Pitch inside the throw. And not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
The 3-0 pitch is laid off, but in there for strike one.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Called strike two, and now it's full 3-2. A man at third with one away. And this misses for ball four. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
Stepping up to the plate, Ted Williams. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat. I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Ready with the 0-1. Ball one. Runners are at first and third, one away. Pulled toward right center field. Tuchman is in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And to score as the runner from third, it's now a 4-2 game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Inside ball.
And a fastball just misses for ball one. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Yoan Moncada.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
And that's over. 2-1. Now the 2-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
I got to count. 2-2.
Runner on first with 2 away. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Line hard toward right center. Tuchman will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Yankees 4 and the Red Sox 2. Babe Ruth will come on and get some work as he makes his second appearance so far this spring. At the plate, Gio Urshela. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The third baseman, Gio Urshela.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And Looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Swung on and missed. Bounce to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Coming to the plate now, Don Mattingly. And remember, he hit that two-run homer his first time up.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Fouled off.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are two away now.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
Into the box, Mike Tauchman. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Set to deliver the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. We're in the fourth inning of a 4-2 ball game. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. He'll try again. 1-2. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
It's the best competition in all of sport. The pitcher against the batter right there. He fouled off multiple pitches, refused to go down. Not only did he get a knock, but he ran some pitch total up too.
Standing in now, Robinson Cano. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Tauchman leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Pulled toward right center field. Reddick has a read on it. And that's the third out. One left for the Yankees, but they still lead this one 4-2. Masahiro Tanaka will come out now and make his first appearance of the spring.
Number 21, Masahiro Tanaka.
Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian with you as former AL MVP Dustin Pedroia settles in to get the inning started.
Pedroia.
First offering on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike one. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Back up. Oh, no, that got him. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern, but from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Ready now, Rick Russ. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
And this one is off the glove of Posada. And costly as the runner will move into scoring position now.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
The 1-2 pitch.
Nope.
Lays off 2-2 now. He stays alive, still 2-2. No one out with a runner at second. Two pitch is fouled away. Now another 2-2. Lined into right, a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
In now, number 5.
Ball one.
And a ball 1-0. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now the 1-0. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Stepping in now, Christian Vasquez.
Christian.
As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. The 1-0 home. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one, but that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Stepping into the box, Josh Reddick. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
First delivery to him on the way. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Oh, 0-2, here it is. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Popped him up. Posada is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Hanley Ramirez.
Striding in, Hanley Ramirez. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.